the finance bill passes,
we dare you to pass that finance bill because you have become too much, you members of parliament. Yesterday, you spent an entire afternoon talking about Riggy G and his nonsensical bag.
to a Kenyan who is making 50,000 shillings. The government alone will take 21,000 shillings. You will be left with 29,000 shillings.
We are tired of your nonsense. You are tired of your bullshit. You idiots. You've been there. You've watched the fertilizer scandal in silence. You've watched the contaminated sugar scandal. You've been silent. You've been silent as our people, our people, their homes have been demolished in Mathare, in Embakasi. You've been silent there. You've not spoken, and we know silence is consent. And now is a warning to you that if you dare, you people, I will personally mobilize people to get you out of office.
How do you compare light and day? Mr. Speaker,
We elected you to participate. Your work is not sharing bursary of 2,000 shillings. Your work is to be on the floor of the house to interrogate these important bills which are hurting our people who have made life in Kenya miserable. Kenyans are going to look for jobs elsewhere because of what? Because of your collective stupidity. You should be interrogating the budget. You've seen the budget. There is nothing which has been allocated for the Mount Kenya region. And even the other regions which have been allocated, we know those projects will never be done.
I am very happy as a leader in Kenya that we are having a conversation about taxes and about debts and about what we need to do about it. This is the best thing that happened to Kenya, that we are having a conversation on issues that are of the nature of our country. Today, Kenyans know there is something called finance bill. Today, Kenyans know that we have a debt problem. Today, Kenyans know that there is a connection between the taxes we raise and the services we get, and the difference it makes in us not exposing our country to debt. That's a very good place to be. Let us continue this conversation. Secondly, I am also very happy because we are beginning to see institutions working in Kenya. That as the executive, we have made proposals to the legislature. The legislature have interrogated those proposals. The public has interrogated those proposals. The public have recommended, through public participation, their feelings, their ideas, their suggestions, and because the people's representatives have listened to the people through public participation, they have adjusted the proposals from the executive. And we are now going to end up with in a product in Parliament that came from the executive, interrogated by the legislature. Through public participation, the people of Kenya have had a say on it. It will go to the floor of the House, and we have a very robust system of governance in Kenya. Last year, when we passed the proposals, they even went to court. The court adjusted some of the proposals we had made. In fact, they suggested to us to make a law to underwrite the housing fund, which was a positive suggestion, you know, from our judiciary. So the fact that the executive is working, the legislature is working, the judiciary is working, institutions are working in Kenya, that is a very proud country. And I want to belong to Kenya.
Authority to change the standing orders. You cannot revise the standing orders of the National Assembly because you do not have such power. The standing orders are very clear that members will be given a ballot. Can you show us where it says secret ballot?
Good evening. This is me, Elizabeth RUTO from TV47. Allow me to show you how the parliament looks accessed this place today. Allow me to show you how it looks. Allow me. This is the wall of parliament. Famous speakers, they used to be here. This is how it looks. This is just the entrance. This is the entrance to the chambers. This is the mess which has been witnessed here from this parliament. This is just the entrance of National Assembly. As you can see, one on one from here. I don't know whether I have access beyond this space, but allow me to walk these broken boxes. Just to show you how it looks. These are the chambers. We are not allowed to go beyond this place, I know, but this is how it looks. Look at the mess. Look at the mess from protesters.
Na Jerry Kenya for okay say danwa me fa ho ba ya na me ka ade a wo mu aban bia akiri eye protest se Kenya for ka wo mu ho se wo mu be ye protest ya enim political calacy o mu dito bo ye o mu be ya ade a wo aban no a wo ti akonya so no se wo de bibi ba na omanfo no kase omompa unya bie wuda aha ma jare wo mu protest to say Israel ne Gaza wanwo and Israel ne Gaza for ntokwa no se ukun ba ko a ombe kumbe ye million e dia sha na mu a saa de no a wo ye no emba wutirimu se ubeye bie wuda saa na Kenya for protest etie se omudi toboy nipa bewu ombese niama ombese stores ombese nkofo ajapade enti saudi bibi te se tax ana se ede sikasemu haw ebaba beto omanfo so na so wo so wo mpene so a enim political colours se we ye Kenyatta nkofo ena we ye asomasi nkofo te se ya haya sabi ya se dunkwanponte se MPP na de ade no ba enya kura no a MPP fo se ye se MPP na de ade no ba se ye kura NDC fo se ye sa ayi we no ayeye no Kenya de ente sa ye de tax ba eye sikasam e de ha wo beto nkofo agedie so twogbo ye wa wo beto asan and
na abana twiasa
and some na protest ya wo ma yi e dia gbawura parliament obetiasa
akotwa jantum
obetiasa wo de hye within enne otena ne nachi obetia ne se watwiasa anya sa de omu be ye no we kurasha and say nanka
no kra no a finance committee chairperson of their finance committee your friend Kuria Kimani na dia twidwa se lawmakers in the best antenase. No man says tax no the top pan also. And oil no motor vehicles no. And other financial transactions no. Or measure no more ruling back.
Omu beyi omu sana and said ye Kenya 40 no. Sanka sana Ghana 40.
And asana Ghana na Ghana we ye bi da.
O da bi.
Asembe na so kan.
Ade
yenti an ye ka say ye babeje eye ye friend saying o ade o kwa de saying
levy
levy kra ba say levy you protest be no kwa say e pass through
we mu say we mu say
ya Ghana for kasa won ho a aban you withdraw ye wo share eye luxury tax aban no withdraw wo share eye we a luxury vehicle tax bi on the buy and ade am person make to win we no levy no
the dada bi no me taxes bi a ya tax ya describe no say a nuisance tax
me say towing we are yes am
for the tonchen
na abana withdraw is abana ye
and ka bibi to say
DVL na wo mo ba betua we bi no so driver for sorry abana withdraw
and ka bibi to say
ya can say the busy Ghana
to say sa levy COVID-19 DN tax ene sa tax bi a da so no ena se ya nyina ya gito boy enka nioma bi okura emma politicians ni tirimu say obey implement anampo say obetwene wo so obeye but ye de yi we na de ba eye ahafo se enye ye nimpa sisi ya nwukire ya ye nyina ye na amu enim political currency obi wu pa wo wu wono obekwa akose no de wo di kura but ye na ban na te so ne party na te so obi so de bibi ba eye pa nka bebu o manfo but enya na ban na te so enti wono so wo mpene so but ye nyina ya atene ko na ye the political colors ya to nchen na bibia ebeboa wo man no kekere ene ye nyina ye di ekira what anyi ya setene ni